Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Alma binti Arun, student ID 2020961727. I will present about revenue cycles on sales order processing. Revenue cycles is a recurring set of business activities and related information processing operations associated with providing goods and services to customers and collecting cash in payment for those sales. Revenue cycles is a direct exchange of finished goods or services for cash in a single transaction between a seller and buyer. Basic revenue cycles for sales order processing activities consist of sales order entry, shipping, and billing. This is data flow diagram for ABA Group for sales order processing. First, taking customer order using sales order and mail to the sales department. Second, check customer credit. After verified, the clerk then key in sales order into computer, then send to warehouse and shipping department. Lastly, files the hard copy of customer order into customer file. Second activities is warehouse. After receive sales order, print out copy of stock release and shipping notice. Using stock release, pick selected goods based on customer order. Goods and shipping notice was sent to shipping department. Manager of warehouse after that send stock release to the account receivable department. After that, update general ledger, general inventory, subsidiary ledger, and general ledger. Third activities is shipping department. Activities involve a pick and pack order and ship the order to customer. The clerk receives the goods and shipping notice, match to check the sales order from the terminal. Goods are sent to the carrier along with 2 copies of bill of lading and packing slip. Copy of stock release and shipping notice are sent to account receivable department. After that, copy of bill of lading fill in shipping department. Lastly, account receivable department or billing process. Activities are invoicing to customer and updating account receivable. After receive stock release and shipping notice from shipping department, clerk create hard copy invoice then mail to the customer. Second, account receivable will update subsidiary ledger and general ledger. Lastly, files the stock release and shipping notice in account receivable department. That's all my presentation for part 1 revenue cycles on sales order processing. Continue with my friends for part 2.
Greetings to all. My name is Emily Mahat. Matrix number 2020700621. So today I'm going to talk about the group assignment question 2, which is revenue cycle, cash receipt system. I'm going to proceed with the data flow diagram of NNZ company. The process of NNZ company start with the cash collection through the cash counter on delivery from the customer. Cashier then will make a decision regarding the payment, whether the cash has been received by stamping the sales, take it as paid. After doing that, the cashier will file a copy for a future reference. At the same time, remittance slip will be forwarded to a credit manager for a review, and he will make a decision whether the check has been received as a payment. And if there is a payment made, the credit manager will place the payment remittance together with the remittance slip and pass it to the cashier. At the daily cut-off time, the cashier then will deliver the cash in hand to assistant credit manager. The assistant manager then will update the account and make decision to post the remittance to account receivable and verify the cash discount allowable. Next, the assistant credit manager will generate weekly report of debtor aging and cash receipt record. It will then send to the credit manager for a review, as he is responsible for a credit and collection. We proceed to the question 2. Internal security weaknesses NNZ company and relevant controls to improve the current procedure. The first weaknesses is there is only one cash deliveries or COD recorded of transaction kept and held by the cashier before the cash is collected from delivery service. Control procedure for these weaknesses is to avoid any fraud as a safety measure. The record of cash of delivery transaction should have more than one copy of the sales ticket in order to prepare a reliable financial statement. Second one is the remittance are put in a tray on the cashier desk along with the remittance slip. Control procedure for these weaknesses is in order to avoid and detect any unauthorized and illegitimate access to the company confidential details, the NNZ company should have a proper filing system. The third one is the check did not recorded in the receipt journal by the assistant credit manager. Control procedure for these weaknesses is in order to prevent the transaction from missing and being double recorded, the NNZ company should recorded the transaction in the journal and in the ledger. The last one is, as the assistant credit manager is the one who prepares remittance list, draws up the bank deposit slip, there is no division of duties. Furthermore, the assistant credit manager is also liable to uploading remittance to the account receivable ledger and checking the allowable cash discount. Control procedure for these weaknesses is division of duty should be practiced by the NNZ company. This is because in an organization, division of duty is necessary. The employees will be more focused on performing particular tasks and contribute to high efficiency by applying this division of duties. Furthermore, it also prevents any job inefficiency. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, have a good day. My name is Elsa Binti Madus and my student ID is 2030574511. Today, I will be presenting part 3 in our group assignment, which is an expenditure cycle or a purchasing system of Shafiq Sindran Berhad. In an expenditure cycle, there will be 3 departments involved, which is purchasing department, receiving department, and account payable department. The process or cycle starts from When the purchasing department receive and request or data from inventory control department, then they will be preparing the purchase order, which is consists of 4 copy. The first copy will be sent to the supplier, second copy to the receiving department, third copy to account payable department, and fourth copy to be filed a purchasing department record. After the receiving department receive the purchase order, it will be kept while waiting for the supplier to send the packaging slip goods received before preparing 4 copy of the receiving report. The first receiving report will be sent to store room, second copy to account payable department, third copy to the inventory control department, and fourth copy to be kept in file as a receiving department record. And at the account payable department, the purchase order copy and the second receiving report copy will be kept in file while waiting for the supplier to send their invoice before the account payable is updated. When the account payable updated, the data and document will be kept in purchasing journal, account payable subsidiary ledger, and open invoice file. So that's all from me, and thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to Miss Subaida. My name is Nurlena binti Jamil. My matrix number is 2019669326. Today I would like to do my presentation about payroll cycle for Black Club Company. So as we can see on my laptop, this is for data flow diagram for payroll cycle of Black Club Company. So the first one is, what it is a data flow diagram? A data flow diagram is a pictures of the moment of data between internal entities and the process and data source within a system. So right now, as we can see, these symbols is referred to the source or sinks, and this symbol refer to data flow, and this symbol is referred to the terminal showing source of or destination of document and report. And last but not least, this symbol is referred to a source of data such as transaction file and master file or a reference file. So for this Black Club Company, the first one is the data shows that the employees use the time cards and time sheets and send to the supervisor to review and sign. And after that, they will forward to the payroll department. And the payroll staff will do the update payroll activity and file and distribute to the two of source of data. So as we can see, they distribute into the two payroll master data and tax rate and deduction, and they will distribute to the two copies. Two copies of payroll contribute notice are also printed, and for NPF and Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia. And after that, the cashier also distribute the employees' paychecks to respective employees, and the bank checks together with deposit slips are mailed to the bank. That's all, miss. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Siti Farhani and I will presenting about payroll cycle, which is part 4 in this question, and I will presenting about document flowchart of Black Club Company. As we can see, it will start from the employee filling out their timesheet and then send it to supervisor to be reviewed and signed before sending to payroll department. On payroll department need to key in all the data weekly to be filed by departments such as finance department, admin, HR, and so on. They will be filed by department and they will be put in alphabetical order. And at the end of the month, all the master data, salary rate data, and current week data will be combined and will be calculated automatically by the computer or the system, and then it will show the total salary of each employee. After that, EPF and income tax will be updated and deduct to their salary before the payroll voucher created. After the payroll voucher created, which is it will produce paycheck, bank check, deposit slip, and payroll register. All those slip will be printed out and will be sent to cashier. Cashier will compare the amount key in on the data or the payroll register and the slip that print out. They will compare the data, and if it's correct, then it will send the bank check and deposit slip to bank. Also, 2 copies of the document will be sent to income tax and EPF, or income tax or IRBM. After that, the cashier will provide paychecks to each employee because that was filled with their ID and so on. They will distribute the paycheck and let the employee claim it, which is that's the paycheck that they will receive every month. And then the payroll voucher file will create all the data which is they already collect and will be sent it to the general ledger. That's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Ms. Zubaida, I am Nur Akidali with the student ID 20205652887. We're presenting the conversion cycles, which is part 5 in this group assignment. So, what is conversion cycle? Conversion cycles is a transform, convert input such as raw material, labor, and overhead into finished product and service for sales. It consists two subsystems, which is physical activities and information activities. So today I will explain about the question 5, which is Murray Style Company flowchart document, and B, 4 weakness of the company system, and 4 recommendation relevant control to improve the current procedure. So, I will explain the document flowchart first of the Miracle Style Company. Document flowchart showing existing control over document from left to right, and the document flow through the various business units. So, the question describes the company production cycles procedure. As you can see here, Murray Style Company consists 6 elements, which is storekeeping department, production planning and control department, marketing department, purchasing department, work center, and cost accounting. So, the process begins with storekeeping clerk, which is Dean Nelson. He controls and maintains records in the storekeeping department. Every day, he reviews the inventory record and checks raw material, and the inventory status will be sent to the production, planning, and control department. So, in the production, planning, and control department, the inventory status will be sent to John Smith, which is the manager of the department, and he will also receive sales forecast report from the marketing department. So, the bill of material and goods sheet will be copied to assess the inventory requirement. Then, there will be a decision making while assess the inventory requirement, which is if the inventory adequate. John Smith will prepare a production schedule, work order, and move ticket. Then he will send it to work center. If no, he will order and prepare copy of material requisition document and send one of the purchasing and one of it to purchasing department, and the other one to the storekeeping department. Next, storekeeping department will release material to work center and also send file copy of material requisition, update inventory record, and create journal voucher to cost accounting department. So this is the document for Chad Morris Style Company. And then next one, let's move on to the question B, which is for weakness in the existing company system. Okay. So first one is single person handling entire inventory. Okay. There will be a record of manipulation, which is the Nelson does not have segregation duties. Next, many significant powers allocated by one person. So there will be alteration data and new false production created. For example, John Smith will lead to misuse of power because he managed production, planning, and control department by himself. Moreover, access to raw material is not limited. This will lead to inventory theft. There is no proper controlling the inventory to provide approval for the release of material, meaning that there will be a release of illegal raw material for processing. Okay, that's for the weakness. And then the second one for the recommendation, which is they should appoint supervisor to the storekeeping. So, meaning that the information will be safe and secured if they appoint a supervisor in the storekeeping department. Then, management should assign other staff to control and direct work center. This one is to avoid someone modify the data or produce false record. And then other than that, raw material and finished goods must be locked and stored in the safe room, and only those permit can enter the room. Lastly, inventory control should be carried out. This one to prevent unauthorized release of raw materials by appoint supervisor in the department. So that's all from me. Thank you.